Oh, yeah, here we go. One day anarchy came knocking at my door, so that's what tranquility has been waiting for. Here I go. Wow. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I'm nice, next I think twice. Once we hang out, time to pay the price. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I want to throw a party. Next day I tell my parents, sorry, at age 7 I wasn't exactly a gift from the heavens or the hell. My soul was adrift. Thought I was the most normal, elementary wise. I was a fool, school eventually had its demise. Well, let's back up to when guiding hands led my future, full of supervisors and students, both naive or mature. The best part was Friday pizza, shout out to every cook. The worst part was the restraints, which caused my rip to your buck. So I started high school board reflecting with a sigh. Why couldn't some peers convert to my decent friends? I told them I'm creative, but my moral decisions weren't. Even ways I great fellow students needed amends. Right before high school, I knew my mood swings were brought distrust from others, for example, my parents, who served me well, but I treated them like servants that dedicate time and money to heal me, I thought. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I'm nice, next I think twice. Once we hang out, time to pay the price. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I want to throw a party. Next day I tell my parents, sorry. Soon the coronavirus hit, I became solo. It was mandatory, I stay far from contact. Now I'll have to adjust, find new ways to adapt. I hope the ways I cope don't miss fire like Greta. Every day I grow in the spark that starts, quarrels appears. Every day I'm bored, the schedule in my head obscures. So every day I smile, I have engaging phone calls. So every day I'm glad inspiration spread past walls. Strangely, I've learned to love my family in this time. They gave me foundation and a reason to support myself, cause now I realize responsibility. If I fix with work or time, I'll be redeemed from crime. I'm still not consistent with doing the chores. I'm still not consistent with taming my abhors. But I'm still loving a college that can enlighten, but I'm sure safe from hospitals that can frighten. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I'm nice, next I think twice. Once we hang out, time to pay the price. Off to on or on to off. I scoff at my craze, my stuff. One day I want to throw a party. Next day I tell my parents, sorry. You know, I don't really have an intro for this track, because the title explains everything you really need to know about this. Do you think I need perfection in a can? It's not spam, that's for sure, or expired sardines. Now I'll tell you my potential lifestyle in several lines. To be the most perfect human being ever, man. I'll be without sins or flaws, I'll create the laws. Fuck yeah, I'm good enough to be Abe Lincoln 2.0. And I'll make my ass reborn without a mind crack. I'll start modern, passing on breast milk and drinking Similac. Every time I wake up, I always execute my morning routine. Dress up in a clean suit and tie, no stains or spots, so pristine. I dine on turkey, eggs, and linguine, then I kickstart my Lamborghini, cruising in LA smoothly as I approach my workplace called Gucci. While in my office playing solitaire amongst the music of Mozart, the vice manager waltzes in with campaign posters, that's a start. This main manager, which is me, quits his position easily. In my eloquent English, I roasted my flawed workers with prestige. I've made the right choices, that's why I'm perfect. Commoners are like Eve, and I am the serpent. I pray at their voices and decisions with intrigue, but it seems they don't give a shit about my critique. If only they will listen, then their lives would glisten. Less people dumpster diving, less people in prison. If you think I'm being an ego with narcissism, well, tell me what's wrong when you get perfectionism. Anyway, my campaign for president is underway. I'll charge right to my snarky opponents and overlay upon their progress. There isn't a break or a recess. You fucking bastards have to be in awe at my success. Do you think I need perfection in a can? It's not spam, that's for sure, or expired sardines. Now I'll tell you my potential lifestyle in several lines. To be the most perfect human being ever, man. I'll be without sin or flaws, I'll create the laws. Fuck yeah, I'm good enough to be Abe Lincoln 2.0, and I'll make my ass reborn without a mind crack. I'll start modern, passing on breast milk and drinking Similac. I proceed with the election with sheer greed. My smile resonates with residents.
they'll know who will be the GOAT of presidents. The voters come along no matter color or creed. Soon I'll be 100% inspiration. I didn't need practice or shitty education. I was born with greatness as default. I'm perfect. If something about my life isn't broken, don't fix it. So as these all officials tally up each vote, I'm meeting with the queen, ministers, even the pope. This is amazing. My fan base is strong. You can't penetrate. Don't dedicate your time to ruin me. Why not integrate? Still, I'm not saying I'm the next messiah, but I'm known from California to China. In conclusion, I'm satisfied in this life because my powers are at their very height.
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack after recording all this. It's so intense, but you know I'm sweating for a reason. Here I go. I scream, only me. My ass got fucked like Control Alt Delete. I scream, only me. To the crowd, I was alone, let me be. My anger is a switch, so use me wisely. You let me off after dawn to conserve. At night, you turn me on just to observe. Let me waste until my fuse bleeds. My parents heard the noises until predictable like poisons. At bones play more pain than a fist. That was me with a list, and thick swag on my wrist. Pieces of shit made my mega mouth noticeable. How many jokes I cracked before turning rotting? Cause few peeps got my slang. New buff forgotten. My big bang were hokey, lost my flicks were my stutters. Both my jackasses, dumbasses, feed from me to others. So the awkward moments were actually silence. When my topics feel gone, I don't know how to belong. If I went backward, then what was the point of talking? If I went forward, my reliance for excuses shines. Sometimes I misuse my mental issues with shrieks. Rants in bathrooms and bedrooms was like freaks and geeks. I was unpredictable, not stereotypical. My vocals made me up like a variable. I scream, only me. My ass got fucked like Control Alt Delete. I scream, only me. To the crowd, I was alone, let me be. My anger's a switch, so use me wisely. You let me up after dawn to conserve. At night you turn me on just to observe. Let me waste until my fuse bleeds. My emotions like to question and answer. The mood swings getting more frequent and faster. Their tools are the five senses, which causes influence on myself using sight, sound, smell, feel, and taste. Thoughts will go from fine to violent minutes. Amplifying a bad situation towards worse. Spouting shit there, shouting bitch here with a grimace. Letting my family know first of this curse. I scream, only me. My ass got fucked like Control Alt Delete. I scream, only me. To the crowd, I was alone, let me be. My anger is a switch, so use me wisely. You let me up after dawn to conserve. At night, you turn me on just to observe. Let me waste until my fuse bleeds. Disclaimer.
KidOcean.
This is just an interpretation of my future. This may or may not be the actual future I will live. Been in the zone, but I need some graveyard tranquility. Slept all day, but my late shift got canceled unexpectedly. I won't get paid during the pre-dawn, but consequentially, it will lead to a night of personal solidarity. I stumbled into the kitchen. I slurped some herbal tea. In this occasion, I listened to Miles as a tradition. Jamming to the smooth vibes, strutting with the beat to the couch. I plopped down on it and gave myself permission to slouch. Book's been feeling like sandpaper. It's an old Sherlock crime caper. Is my pipe near the ashtray? Don't need to be too brash today. By the time midnight arrives, I read through a whole trilogy. Feeling bored, I looked to where my Nintendo Switch resides. By the time I was smashing, playing as a sucking Kirby, my wife came to the living room for she was fucking weary. Sympathetic, she worked hard too. Not synthetic, she wants to relax. Fantastic. You know what we can do. Not sarcastic. Wait for the climax. Been in the zone, but I need some graveyard tranquility. Slept all day, but my late shift got canceled unexpectedly. I won't get paid during the pre-dawn, but consequentially, it will lead to a night of personal solidarity. After detaching from her,
After the pressure of pleasure, I realize that I've done multiple benefits of leisure. 2 hours until sunrise, but my wife won't even budge an inch. Now I hope I can repair my insomnia in a pinch. TV's only giving me static. Yeah, the last task to give me glory. Oh, loving American crime story. Yeah, during the night so bombastic. Wow, after an all-nighter, no regrets. My mind feels lighter. No what ifs. My soul feels recharged. Why not? My heart enlarged. I just don't know. The boss called me post-dawn and wants me to work extra hours, hinting about the chance of promotion, but I rejected. Instead, I packed my valuables, polo shirts, and trousers. Me and my wife in Hawaii. Thankfulness perfected. Yeah, slow rap. Gonna take a nap after this. Yeah, that's what I need. I'm so knocked out.
You know, this song is based on a true story. I know it sounds cliche, but everything in life happens for a reason, and there is a reason why this song exists. So please, I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. I hope. Here I go. Within an everyday Elk Grove neighborhood, as well as the Sacramento one, clumsy and crude, both were for the simple, from health to cripple. Not a sign of gated, but it's still underrated, according to a rich person so overhated. If only they knew the pros. When will I get their woes? I'll explain after I shut the door and open my smile. I stuck my headphones to my ears as I turned up the tolerance dial. The music blared, helped me to focus with motivation. Tied those cloth ears up, sprinted like a hare in concentration, but my legs needed more martial flow. For I lacked, had some partial slow. Crickets violated my beat, but better than potent heat. I was halfway down the street named Brown. All I saw was black, but it resisted a frown. This role became like the arts, abstract with upcoming parts. Alas, I continue with a few more steps, equipped with a thought. Will I walk for so long that I'll face something distraught? Boy, I had wrong timing as I heard a cocked and trigger. Turned around and paused. Crickets in the clips, I were nigger. A stroll outside can turn me from fat to flat. A stroll outside can turn me from sad to glad. But it's been beneficial until I got shock imports. A stroll outside can turn me from small to tall. A stroll outside can turn me from Bart to smart. But for a robber, I'll beat the phrase, eat my shorts. Spouted out and used his hands like he sprayed. Before he soaked my pockets with sweat that stayed. My phone shined on his features, crude like human-minded creatures. I used that silent treatment as my first instinct. Then I took a step back so we'll be distant. His eyes darted to my phone, but he didn't have a greedy tone. Alas, he disconnected from a nothing iPhone or Samsung. Where the money, nigga? He slurred with a typical tongue. I jolted like an alarm to ring onto his stereotypical brain. I did my technique, although his legs caused me some strain. I had to trip them and actually sprint. For his feeling strong, I see that hint pointed to my chest. It's semi-automatic. Time for the crook to feel traumatic. This moment made me appreciative. I'm a martial arts representative. Even though I wasn't a belt of black, I think like one, fighting without slack. Luckily, I tripped him swiftly head first onto the concrete right after he fled away, but I knew his image was discreet. I stood there to watch and needed a clear canvas to show the police. He drove off in his great camera, his success will never release. A stroll outside can turn me from fat to flat. A stroll outside can turn me from sad to glad. But it's been beneficial until I got shock imports. A stroll outside can turn me from small to tall. A stroll outside can turn me from Bart to smart. Before a robber, I'll be the phrase, eat my shorts. Now you might be wondering, where's the pros? Rich people are better off away from junkies and hoes. However, let me defend people like me, average Joes. These conflicts make us tough, turning us into humble. We have a better feel of the world within all the trouble. We define rags to riches, our lives is bigger than your bubble. Bismillah. Here I go. Bismillah again.
Nima T,
Hurry up and follow your faithful path. You don't need to be a slave to his wrath. That's a lesson to learn during Ramadan. From Western Morocco to East of Lebanon. Why would anyone be half Muslim, half not? But on second thought, arguments have been fought about religious loyalty, the morality of my faith, my Muslim me. From the cradle to undergravel, it don't hurt me to believe. Do your thing, I'll do mine, ain't that fine? I can't flee from my beliefs, I'll intertwine them to my music, my art, my views, my everything. From times I sleep in tents to times I boast like a king. Islam had many peaks and valleys to cross, to integrate and inspire many cultures and civilizations. But for the ones who think we'll receive a loss, the thing is all religions have allies but rival traditions. I'm just saying what I know, could use more knowledge. That's one of the advantages of attending college. Muslims are around me of many shades and colors. We got to be better leaders, workers, fathers, and mothers. Hurry up and follow your faithful path. You don't need to be a slave to his wrath. That's a lesson to learn during Ramadan. From Western Morocco to East of Lebanon. Hurry up and follow your faithful path. You don't need to be a slave to his wrath. That's a lesson to learn during Ramadan. From Western Morocco to East of Lebanon. My religion isn't just a belief but a way of life, to bring peace and good energy and generally thrive. Gives followers appreciation and goals while alive. Keeps my sanity from severe self-loathing and suicide. I don't feel like I'm 1 in 1 billion and growing. We're all strong together. Why is there a need of sorting the Shias and Sunnis and whatnot? Cause eventually we don't live forever. We leave this earth spiritually. Frankly, I witness frequent acts of rebellion from young Muslims who would rather smoke and drink. I've never done those things, but it's time for a validation of myself. But I'm more of a hypocritical link. I'm literally both a devout, without a doubt, and the opposite, letting that aspect shine for clout. Like when my screenplays have religious themes, but I give them respect, so no Allahu Akbar memes. Hurry up and follow your faithful path. You don't need to be a slave to his wrath. That's a lesson to learn during Ramadan. From Western Morocco to East of Lebanon. Hurry up and follow your faithful path. You don't need to be a slave to his wrath. That's a lesson to learn during Ramadan. From Western Morocco to East of Lebanon. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm pumped. So pumped. This song, man. I love this song so much. I love writing these lyrics. I also hate boasting and bragging. Something I learned during Ramadan. Be very grateful and keep on giving, no matter who you are. The resolution. I can recollect a time when my family and I went to see a small sideshow attraction near the Chinese theater in Hollywood. The announcer wanted to get to know the people scattered throughout the area. He pointed to one person I couldn't see, but he said that he's Middle Eastern and Egyptian. Then the announcer pointed to another random guy. He said he was Hispanic. Finally, I raised my hand and he pointed at me. As a response, I said with these words, I'm half Moroccan, half Libyan, but I'm full-blown American. Everyone laughed, which caused the announcer to respond, come on, man, choose which one. Of course, embarrassment came to me as hard as a punch to the face. It was a learning moment, however. It's time for more endeavors. I write lyrics instead of letters, but they feel like worthy treasures once we put structure measure. It's time for more endeavors. I write lyrics instead of letters, but they feel like worthy treasures once we put structure measures. Give, not flex, for a kind purpose. In the end, you'll have a happy surplus. Like rap, your deeds can be implicit or explicit. A smile is enough for your return of investment. Give, not flex, for a kind purpose. In the end, you'll have a happy surplus. No jealousy of fame, music, celebs, and oddities, because rappers give something to be somebody's. Some people thinking it's all like yin yang. You need to give and flex for your life balance, because if the scale tips, you may get behind bars. Don't matter if you rap or not, watch for the bang. When does it get sane? Stop acting insane. Start your donations, cope with probations, value more respect, share what you neglect. It's your fault, listen with the grain of salt. Don't need to be an occasional Santa Claus to assist others, so press play on yourself. Fast forward for your present and don't press pause while you put precious life over stacks of wealth. Material goods can't have a legacy like actions. They'll eventually gather dust after those transactions. So become a human and not a product. Slaves to the clouds, I don't doubt what it's about. Some insect clowns secretly feel like frowns when statistics decreases, withdraw releases, preserving their present or else they fall off. If that's the cause, time to embrace tragic downs. We all need a change, got to stop the trance. Toxic media, loose criteria, getting all the babes, dying from the vapes. The rap gangs, ruthless, but it's not worthless.
Hello there, people on Instagram and my NCPS peers. I have two questions for you this morning. First is, what makes you special? Because I've been having some depression, anxiety stuff lately, and I want to know what makes you special. What makes me special is that I wear a cap.
Give, not flex, for a kind purpose. In the end, you'll have a happy surplus. Like rap, your deeds can be implicit or explicit. A smile is enough for your return of investment. Give, not flex, for a kind purpose. In the end, you'll have a happy surplus. No jealousy of fame, music, celebs, and oddities, because rappers give something to be somebody's. Yeah, the first VHS tape I bought was in Halloween 2010, and back then I knew this would be a passion of plenty. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. I've been collecting the format, outdated for a decade. Is streaming better than tape period, a matter of debate? VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. Yes, I've contained them to seal their fate inside a crate. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. Yes, the song about analog will make me contemplate. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. Before 4K streaming, there was videotape degrading. The hiss from the player was as warm as a cat's purr. It's been aging, but not quite fading. An obsolete choice can give a timeless voice. I've been collecting to watch classics on the cheap. A heap of Disney films here, lots of Hitchcock films there. When I told adults they get nostalgic by memories. When I told teens they got that unsure stare, I swear. Anyway, if I owned some video stores, there would be shelves of genres and variety. Comedies, horror, classics in their entirety, but no pornos explicit to their cores. Highlights would be sets of Star Wars and Godfather, Trailblazer movies that kept me educated. The weirdest tapes I have are the Veggie Tales series. Who knows? Tapes can bring the familiar and mysteries. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. I've been collecting the format outdated for a decade. It's streaming better than tape period, a matter of debate. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. Yes, I've contained them to seal their fate inside a crate. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. Yes, this song about analog will make me contemplate. VHS is not an SOS for an upgrade. I guess I have to go back, or go forward actually, to get DVDs and Blu-rays and streaming services.
The thing you have to remember about growing up is what you did, what happened to you isn't your fault. So I want you to know, here it is. Growing up, I feel my father. Mom left at age 6, always was a little farther, but I pushed past this. I used to beat myself up over it, felt like shit. Looking back, I now realize that what I did that wasn't my fault. Never knew my mother, always had to live off noodles and smokers. I was beat till I couldn't eat, blood up all on my feet, scars and scabs, tissues and meat. I couldn't take it. I called the police when we were taken, but a day comes when you thought it was your fault, realize you're mistaken. So yes, I see the best in you, my son. Keep your head up, my son. I always loved you, always have. I will always see you soon, but do the best you can. Love to you and all my fam. I used to believe that I would turn out like my dad, but I never had, and I'm glad for that reason. I go on in hopes I could see my own son. Much love for you, I won't leave, I'm never gone.
Hey George, the appointment's right about now. Mr. Alagi here. Roll him up. On the beat. Listen, George, I understand your life's disabilities. Home job can give you more than physical remedies. My frustration is yours, my dedication is yours. I'm here to find your true self past tears and pores. Now my time is limited, but I'm loving every second. A boy of poverty and struggle, likely getting neglected. Stigma from others risks the health of your newborn, cause it'll make you worried about his future forlorn. Keep thriving for greatness, passing your legacy about. Your son will benefit even in his horrific times of doubt. Sometimes I don't need to sit my mug and write reports. Your past legal age and can win strong in the right courts. Still, as your son grows, regrets will flee steadily. He's in college and then has a life, his righteous sanctuary. Next time you come over to Sac, visit the clinic. Don't worry, I may be concerning, but not a nosy critic.
I used to believe that I would turn out like my dad, but I never had. And for that, I'm glad. For that reason, I go on in hopes I could see my own son. Much love for you, I won't leave. I'm never gone, I'm never gone. TheNewBrazy out.
Mo 2. Okay. I should always believe that my parents are the second priority in my life, and the first priority in my life is always God, Allah. Hello everybody, guys and gals. I'm going solo in this review, no pals. I'm just by myself with my dad approaching because of all my researching.
47.
Born in Tripoli, Libya, African, outside and in, but chances of a good education were very thin. He never completed high school, the reason was too sudden. Enlisted in the army for the hopeless and downtrodden. Then he had disasters in the battlefield and concrete jungle. Couldn't reach the fruits of his labor, not a sign of a savior. Was a prisoner behind bars, was a victim of Libya's hustle. Government kicked him out, but always prayed to the creator. Anyway, back when I was a loose, obtuse recluse, I thought insulting him was a priority, not an excuse. From his bad English and accent and double negatives, to his job as a truck driver, worse as superlatives. Alas, he works hard and will work harder. He's getting smart and will study smarter. The more I complain, the more I'll be farther from accepting Baba and starting a new chapter. Why would I insist myself harshly can't resist? If he didn't exist, I wouldn't exist. Simple stuff, but that wasn't enough for me. I can meet him with glee, then flee in an instant. At least my dad isn't a walking contradiction. A realization isn't something he prizes. He's middle-aged but never felt a midlife crisis. But I'm here worrying over and over in repetition. Wow, everybody, guys and gals, I'm sorry for this review, such a tangent. I'm just by myself. Wait, Baba himself is here, Mo's no longer stagnant. I love you, no more Baba review. How can I give you a rating, Dad? I love you, no more Baba review. I've hated myself for too long, Dad. I love you, no more Baba review. I'm proud that you survived war-torn Chad. I love you, no more Baba review. Let's turn my sad mindset to a fad.
Oh yeah, Yeah, this is Alagi here. Here I go again. Here I definitely go again. First, tragically, almost sporadically, in a loony house afar, you might not see some good or some Looney Tunes from the hood. But the pain made me idiotic more than the effects of these pills. Second during soccer, this fucker, at the height of the game. I feel my mind in a scramble, yeah. Time to give my well a preamble, yeah. For if I can't relish recreation, what will my eyes do in the future? I may have this disability, whenever and wherever, like a slap in the face. I don't expect positivity, the opposite negativity happen to my system. No one truly understands this once a week tragedy. I may have this disability, it's painful to wrap that, for embarrassment doesn't cause positivity. The opposite negativity can erase it away. No sign of leeway for this once a week tragedy. Third, after 7:30 in some hurry, after my karate class gone wrong, I cried during my eye twitch phase, while my mom gives me gentle praise. Called my sensei, I let it out from past to present. Fourth, in a stroll, a cop patrol, and a night that would foreshadow a gun near my chest. By a stereotype beyond the rest, anyway, the night that matters is the first. My eye problems. I may have this disability, whenever and wherever, like a slap in the face. I don't expect positivity, the opposite negativity happen to my system. No one truly understands this once a week tragedy. I may have this disability, it's painful to wrap that, for embarrassment doesn't cause positivity. The opposite negativity can erase it away. No sign of leeway for this once a week tragedy. I just love Sacramento so much, the city where I was born and raised. So much diversity, so much special features. Each Sac resident got a story to represent, the evident hip and historical capital. Me and my beatboxer buddy gotta present our present to our hometown kinda musical. We agree that Missionor was our second home, put it on a high degree as we play and pray. Our good influence and tolerance made us not condone the practice of fleeing those memories, they will stay. That's Sac Life, got a diverse community, enough schools, jobs, and opportunities. That's Sac Life, ain't too rich, ain't too poor, just two kids out of many who wanna score in that game of life. In that Central Valley, I wanna make movies, no matter how rowdy. That Sac Life was mostly our only perspective. My friend wanna be a homicide detective. Each Sac resident got a story to represent, the evident hip and historical capital. Me and my beatboxer buddy gotta present our present to our hometown kinda musical. We agreed that Missionor was our second home, put it on a high degree as we play and pray. Our good influence and tolerance made us not condone the practice of fleeing those memories, they will stay.